Welcome to I Love English TV.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. Today, we are talking about something that is a little funny and also a little frustrating.
Yes, forgetting things.
Exactly. And I want to ask you something honestly. Have you ever walked into a room and then suddenly you forget why you came there?
Oh, yes, that happens to me all the time. I go to the kitchen and then I stand there thinking, wait, why am I here?
Exactly. And then, after 2 minutes, you remember again.
Yes, usually when I go back to the first room.
Our brains are very funny sometimes.
They really are. And many people think this means they have a bad memory.
But actually, it is completely normal.
Exactly. Our brain receives a lot of information every day. Messages, conversations, videos, news.
And don't forget, social media.
Yes, especially social media.
Sometimes we spend hours scrolling, and our brain becomes overloaded.
Exactly. Imagine your brain like a computer.
Too many open tabs?
Exactly. Too many tabs open and the system becomes slow.
That is actually a perfect example.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever studied for an exam and then forgotten almost everything after the exam?
Oh, yes. That happened many times when I was a student.
Same here. I studied all night. I passed the exam. And 1 week later, I remembered almost nothing.
That happens because many students only memorize information.
Exactly. They memorize, but they do not understand.
And when the brain does not understand something, it does not keep it for a long time. So, let's talk about the first powerful technique for memory: repetition.
Yes, repetition is very simple, but it is also very effective.
For example, when you learn new vocabulary in English, do not read the words only one time.
Yes, repeat them several times.
You can read the words, write the words, say the words out loud or use them in sentences.
Another good idea is to review the information later in the day.
Exactly. You can review it again after a few hours.
And then review it again the next day.
This helps the brain move information from short-term memory into long-term memory.
Now, let's talk about another important point. Understanding. Understanding.
Yes, if you only memorize information without understanding it, you will probably forget it quickly.
But when you understand the idea, it becomes easier for the brain to store it.
For example, think about learning a scientific concept.
If you understand how it works, you do not need to memorize every word.
Your brain naturally remembers the idea.
Here is another interesting method. Association. Association.
Association means connecting new information with something you already know.
For example, if you meet someone named Lily,
You might imagine a lily flower.
yes, that mental picture helps the brain remember the name.
Our brains love images and stories.
That is why creating small stories can help memory a lot. Let's talk about a big problem today: distractions. Distractions.
Yes, especially smartphones.
Exactly. Many people try to study while checking messages every few minutes.
And that makes it very difficult for the brain to focus.
Focus is extremely important for memory.
If your attention is divided, your brain cannot store information well.
So, one simple tip is this: remove distractions while studying.
Maybe put your phone in another room.
Or turn off notifications.
Another thing many people forget is sleep.
Yes, the power of sleep. Sleep is very important for memory.
When we sleep, our brain organizes the information we learned during the day.
It is like the brain is cleaning and arranging files.
Exactly. That is a great way to describe it.
So if you study something and then get good sleep, you are more likely to remember it.
But if you stay awake all night,
Your brain becomes tired.
and tired brains do not remember things well. Here is another powerful method that many people do not think about. Teaching others. Teaching others.
Yes, teaching is one of the best ways to learn.
When you explain something to another person, you understand it better.
Because you have to organize your thoughts clearly.
Exactly. You have to make the idea simple and clear.
Even if you do not have someone to teach, you can explain the idea to yourself.
Yes, speaking out loud can help a lot. And if you don't have someone to teach?
Teach your wall.
Your wall?
Yes, stand up and explain the idea out loud.
Your neighbors might think you're crazy.
Maybe, but your memory will improve.
There are also small habits that improve memory over time.
For example, reading regularly.
Reading improves concentration and trains the brain.
Another habit is writing notes.
Yes, writing helps the brain process information more deeply.
Exercise is also very helpful.
Physical activity improves blood flow to the brain.
And that helps the brain stay healthy and active.
Sometimes people feel discouraged when they forget things.
Yes, they think something is wrong with them.
But forgetting is part of being human.
The important thing is learning how to improve.
Memory is a skill.
Every skill improves with practice.
Small daily habits can make a big difference.
So today we talked about why we forget and how we can strengthen our memory.
We discussed repetition, understanding, associations, focus, sleep, and teaching others.
These techniques are simple but very powerful.
If you practice them regularly, your memory will become stronger.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast.
We hope this conversation was helpful for you.
And we will see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone.